Nowy Sztynort. So the area is called Nowy Sztynort. Nowy in Polish means new, and Sztynort is port. So in English, new port.
Okay. So Anthony, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much.
The presentation is yours. Tell us something about your fleet.
Okay, cool. So are you going to go through the slides, or can I do this? I can't do this, right?
No, you cannot. We have 2 slides for each company. So this is the first slide, and the second will be pictures and some details. We couldn't incorporate your whole presentation, etc., but we took some photos. So you can start from the beginning. And yeah, thanks.
Okay, cool. Okay, so my name is Anthony Tobin. It's very nice to meet you all. You can probably tell from my accent, I'm not Polish. So I've got to give you the backstory on how I got to Poland in the first place, because usually it's Polish people emigrating to Ireland, not the other way around. So I lived in London for 16 years. My wife is Polish, and she is from the Great Masurian Lake District, which is in the northeastern corner of Poland. A lot of people don't know about this area, which is incredible, and don't worry, because I didn't know about it either. We holidayed over the last 16 years with my kids and my wife in this area. And as soon as I landed in this area, I was like, how the hell doesn't anybody know about this place? It is amazing. So the area is called Masury, and we have over 2,000 lakes, which stretches across most of what was East Prussia, which is now Poland after World War II. Right down the center of the Great Masurian Lakes is the Great Masurian Lakes. So they go from north to south. And it's if you can imagine, it's like the Great Lakes in America, between America and Canada, only on a smaller scale. So all our lakes are interconnected by canals in the Great Lakes. It's called the Great Masurian Lake Trail. It goes from 160 kilometers north to south and covers an area of 500 square kilometers. So our resort is actually based at the top of this Great Lake Trail. And if you sail at 5 or 6 knots and you went directly to the south, non-stop, no stops, it would take 10 days to get to the bottom. So it's amazing. It's so cool. It's really amazing. Now
when you say your resort.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. What was the question?
What does it mean? Like you own a whole resort with the
I'll get into it now. So that's the other thing. We're not just a charter business. We actually have a sailing resort. So at the top of this Great Masurian Lake Trail, our port is called Newport, or Nowy Sztynort. We have, if you can imagine, the Great Lakes. Inside the Great Lakes, we have a small private lake inside it, which is you can access it through a canal, and this leads down into the Great Masurian Lake Trail. Our resort is 55 acres. It was the old grounds of a Prussian royalty called Count Lendorf. So actually, on our resort, we have a palace, a 14th century Prussian palace. We have a 5-acre old oak forest. We have a hotel, 59-bed hotel. We have 8 floating chalets. We have a 24-hour team of paramedics and a rescue boat. We have a 450-berth marina, and we have 47 vessels in our fleet. 28 are available on MMK. So we're an all-inclusive resort. You can stay. We have a restaurant, 2 restaurants, a bar. We have an outdoor festival centre, conference centre, and we recently got a grant from the EU of 150 million euro to redevelop the site, because obviously it's an old Prussian palace, so there's a lot of restoration and conservation going on at the moment. To give you an idea of our resort, so these are, if you can see at the bottom, they're the floating chalets. We just recently installed 8 of them in August, and they have not been used yet, so they're going to be open in May the 1st.
Wow.
It's awesome. So you can sail and stay, you can sail. We also offer skippers, so we've got a team between 15 and 20 skippers. So for anybody who just wants to hire or charter a boat, we can apply a skipper, and whether you have a sailing license or not is irrelevant. So we can our skippers can take you on a guided tour on the lakes. So it's pretty awesome. During the high season, during the season, we have a staff of over 200 people, and there could be anywhere between 4, 5, 6, 7,000 people on site per day, guests, which is pretty awesome. So I think that's about it. Our fleet. So our fleet, we have a range between different sailing vessels and yacht vessels. We also have a fleet of Bayliner VR6s for water sports, Bayliner VR4s. We have a series of ribs, and we have a fleet of 8 regatta racing boats called the RS21s. So the regatta league in Poland is called Ekstraklasa, and we hold regattas on our resort, maybe 4 or 5 per year. So it's pretty amazing. So if you can imagine, it's a big all-inclusive sailing village on 55 acres with all the top boats. Our flagship yacht is the Maxis 34, which is 3 double cabin sailing yacht. We have 18 of those, and we recently purchased those in 2022, so they're brand new vessels. For the Motoryachts, our flagship is, if you look on the top corner, is the Norman 1200, which is the 3 double cabin houseboat. We have 2 of those. We have 5 of their little sisters, the Nexus Revo 870, which is a 2 double cabin. And we also have a Courier 970, which is a 3 double cabin as well. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And getting to us is, I wouldn't say, but it's easy enough. So we offer helicopter charter flights from all major airports. Because we have lots of land on our 55-acre estate, we can land helicopters. So again, this is not for everybody, but for anybody who wanted to fly in from the major airports, so Gdansk, Olsztyn Airport, Warsaw Airport, we do helicopter charters to and from our resort. We also offer free transfers if you fly into Olsztyn Airport, which is only an hour and 35 minutes away. So yeah, it's and again, just for our resort, right? So if you wanted to go for golf courses and high rises and all this there is nothing like this. We are completely surrounded by nature. For as far as you can see, it's forests and lakes, nature, lots of sailing towns. Regarding the history of the area, we also have 14th century Teutonic Knight castles, which are dotted along all these little sailing towns along the route. So most of them now are like 4 and 5 star hotels, but let's say they're all within 3, 4, 5 hour sailing distances from our resort, and they're absolutely breathtaking. Very close to our resort, we have what's called the Wolf's Lair, or in German, Wolfschanze, and that's where Hitler's base was in World War II. It's like 13 kilometers from our site. It's one of the biggest tourist destinations in Poland, and that's where if you have ever seen the movie Operation Valkyrie with Tom Cruise,
yes,
the assassination of Hitler, that's where it took place. So I offer tours. So we take our guests there all the time. So let's say they finish sailing for the day, or there's a bad sailing conditions. I run tours from our resort over to the Wolf's Lair, and you can actually go in and out of the bunkers where all the SS generals were in, and where the assassination attempt took place. So it's surrounded by history, all the way from the Teutonic Knight castles up until World War II, and then after that, when it became Poland. So I like to call it Europe's hidden secret or hidden gem, because nobody outside of Poland knows about this place. At ICE this year, we had massive interest from the surrounding countries around Poland, Germany in particular, Austria, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Czech Republic, Slovenia. So these people, although they're on our borders, they never knew about this place, the resort. Some people had heard of Mazury, but they did not know that our resort exists and that there's this much sailing potential available. So, if anybody has any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
I have a question. So you have obviously the full offer, like sail and stay and everything. Yeah. Charters are available every day.
Yes, of course. So up until 2020, when COVID hit, we used to operate a Saturday to Saturday charter, 1 week charter, and now it's whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we have licensed skippers. You can have a charter with a skipper or not. You can sail and stay. You can just stay. We also do festivals every year. We have an outdoor festival area. So we do rock, jazz, blues, live music every night. We have an outdoor barbecue, which has to be towed by a truck. It's so big. It's like 4 tons. It's pretty epic. You'd have to, when we finish this, if you go onto YouTube and put in Nowy Sztynort, you'll go onto our YouTube page and you can see the videos. It's pretty amazing. So check it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have a question from an agency online asking, is there itinerary for weekly charter? Like, do you propose any routes?
Of course. So just this year, I have launched the Operation Valkyrie Tour, which is a 1 week charter. And I have plotted out all the World War II historical sites along the way, which obviously culminates in a trip to the Wolf's Lair just one other thing about the Wolf's Lair. So during World War II, this is where they planned and launched Operation Barbarossa from. So all that history is also there. We also have English, French, Spanish, German, and Italian tour guides. So the tour is usually about 2.5 hours. Next door is Eva Braun's villa, Hitler's wife. Just next to it is a World War II aeroplane museum. It's crazy. The amount of history here is mind-blowing. So if you can get over the fantastic sailing and breathtaking scenery, the history is the next level. So we do offer that. We also offer the Mazurian Odyssey Charter, which is just a list of different sailing ports you can visit for the week. So we do this.
Nice. Great. Thank you so much. This was amazing. It was definitely a new destination and something that I wasn't aware of, that there is a huge potential for that. I knew there was Missouri Lake, but this is like Maldives in Europe, right? With all this.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, right, all the charter agents in Europe, the first and second destination is Croatia and Greece. Like, we're not trying to position ourselves or trying to be in competition with those guys.
Yeah.
But I've heard so many people say, charter agents in particular, when our clients have done the Med and they've done Croatia and they've done everywhere else, is there anything different that they can do? And I've no problem in saying that we could be the next option for number 3.